Hello everybody, thanks so much for watching this video. We just wanted to bring you up to date with something we believe God's doing in our lives right now and share a little bit of our story with you. So as many of you know, our little boy Abraham has just turned 4, which is a lot of fun. He's loving life and so are we. But to be honest, by now we had expected to have more children. And so we've been exploring why that is. Last year we went into hospital and kind of went down the medical routes, and we got diagnosed with unexplained infertility, which basically means there's no medical reason why we shouldn't be able to have children, but it just hasn't happened for us. So that's been something that we've been processing in faith and in prayer over the last year or so.
And simultaneously, we've been holding another desire and another dream in our hearts. Before we got married, like most young couples, we discussed how many children we'd like to have and when we'd like to have them. And for us, adoption was always a part of the story. And so we've been kind of holding these two desires in our hearts for the last 3 years as we've been wrestling with infertility. Here in the UK, adoption works a bit differently than maybe it does in other parts of the world, and you kind of need to be finished having biological children before pursuing adoption. So we've felt very much pulled in separate directions as we've been kind of wrestling with these things in prayer. And it's not like we are feeling the desire for a biological child lessen, but we're just feeling over the last few months, or the last summer, we felt like the desire for to meet our adopted children has been growing.
Yeah.
And recently we went last Saturday to Scotland's Home for Good conference. Home for Good is a charity here in the UK that works alongside local churches to inspire them and to just convict them really for the church to be a part of answering the care crisis that is currently here in the UK. At the moment, there are over 11,000 children alone in the Scottish system that are waiting to be placed into homes. And we just feel like God is calling us now to be a part of His rescuing and redeeming work and providing a home for good for some of these children.
So we're really excited about this. This has been something that God has put in our hearts for a long time, and we feel like He's calling us to step into it now. And so in order to do that, we not only need to create more room in our hearts to receive more children into our family, we very practically need to create more space in our home. Now we can't physically do that right now because we live in a first floor flat, and so in faith we believe God has called us to search for our forever home. So our flat is currently on the market. It's actually going to go to closing this Thursday, the 26th of September, and we're trusting God for a great offer on that home that's going to enable us to purchase our next one. And that's the second part of the miracle. The market here is crazy right now, but we're trusting in faith that God has a home for us in this city, a home that's going to be great for us and for our family and for the kids He wants to add to our family, but also for our ministry as well as local church leaders, that we're going to be able to continue to minister and be accessible to people in our congregation, especially students. And so what we're asking is that our friends and family would join with us in prayer and just commit this to God. Even in the last week or so, as we've been praying through this, we sense God say, pull more people in on this miracle, so that when it comes through, there's going to be a greater joy on the earth and a greater glory in the heavens. And so we're asking you, if you want to be a part of this, to then pray with us over the next month or so and believe with us as we trust God for this miracle of provision that's going to create a space, it's going to be a home for good for children that is going to add to our family. So we look forward to telling more of this story over the weeks and months to come, and to bringing a good report as to what God's done. And we'd love you to join with us in faith as we trust Him to see what happens in this story. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and we'll update you as soon as we can.
Cool.